Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Well, I think what I'll do is, oh, there's Robin. Yay. Robin and Marie. Yay, 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 yay.
Oh,
Hello. How fabulous are you today?
I'm doing good.
That's awesome.
Once I found my answer I was looking for.
Hello,
Lisa.
Robin. I haven't seen you forever.
I know, a lot going on.
Well, that's awesome, I hope. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, depending.
Oh, I just got my swag, so I was looking at my key tag.
Oh, nice.
I'm in
I am
luggage.
not going this year. Have a good time.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh no.
I'm doing it from home.
No, I was hoping to
We
see
we
you.
leave for Iceland and Greenland cruise on the 9th, and
Oh, that's awesome.
my grandkids are going to be up right before we go on the 5th and 6th. My son's coming up from Arizona to go with us on the cruise. So yeah, like I said, a lot going on.
Hey, I just booked a cruise yesterday. I got to
Where are
get
you
some more
going?
people to go with me. No, the kid, we don't care where we go. It's the ship we care about.
Right,
it's,
right. Same
Eastern
with us.
Caribbean.
We go on Princess, but
Yeah, and I go on Royal Caribbean, the big giant
right,
ship.
right.
So we're going east. I think it's Eastern Caribbean, but it's February school vacation. And how that happened is because when we were at the vet, the kid said, the vet always asked me about where we're going because he doesn't travel as much. And he was always fascinated every time I go up there. Where are you going? Oh, did you like it? Did you ever? And he wants the pictures and everything.
So where are you going?
Well, I mean, it's Eastern Caribbean, but it's February school vacation.
Oh, Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah. But the kid was the one, he's like, do you think we could do a cruise for a graduation present or something? I'm like, oh, yeah, because he doesn't want to go on vacation with me now. And I'm like,
My
yes.
23-year-old, we did a cruise for his graduation from high school.
Oh, nice.
And we did the European one. I forget what that was called.
Oh,
But you
nice.
know, like it was Norway and there was Russia in there at the time, which I'm sure it's not there now. But there were a lot of cool ports in there we really liked.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, half the time we don't get off the ship, so we don't care where we're going.
Well, we might not be too much here. This time we went to get excursions and almost everything was sold out.
Oh,
My son got the one he wanted to do, was a Jameson whiskey tour. So we're
yeah.
going on that with him. He's old enough to drink now. So
Oh, no. No, well,
Yeah.
see, that's what the kid said. I want to go when I'm still young enough to be in the kids at the lounge because
Yeah,
has
yeah.
this huge teen program, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's funny. But as soon
That
as
only go to 18.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he's like, oh, I want to go on a cruise. I booked it because I realized the time the kid's going to want to go on any vacation with me is going to be there. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
maybe
got that
later,
right. Yeah.
but it's going to be a short, yeah, maybe
My
later.
19-year-old is not going with us on the cruise because he
Oh,
doesn't want to go. He's going to be
yeah,
away from his computer too long. And he
yeah.
doesn't enjoy cruising. The other one really
Oh.
loves it, but he doesn't. So, you know, what are you going to do? He's going to be here to take care of the dog and house. So,
Well, and we can tie that into SendOutCards, believe it or not, when we're away on vacation, even cruising, because they have, I'm sure they have it on Princess, but they have internet packages we can buy that are actually
we
pretty
get one
fast.
on our Princess. Yeah.
Yeah, we do too. And instead of buying postcards and then trying to figure out buying the postage and then mailing them and handwriting them all, you can actually do it on your SendOutCards thing. And
That's an
take a
awesome
picture.
idea.
Yeah, take a picture on the
Yeah.
trip, put it
Right.
on the front of a postcard and send it to whoever you want. And you don't actually have to handle anything. You
Yeah.
can actually do it on your phone, even on the app.
And you don't have to leave the boat.
You don't have to leave the boat. And well, I think the postage is tricky, and plus it takes forever to get there, depending on where, the boat leaves your their mail.
Well, that
So
too. Yeah. lot of times I wait till I get home to send them, which is kind of redundant because we're already home by the time they're getting the card.
But it's just so easy. I saw somebody do that way at the beginning when I first got SendOutCards, and I'm like, oh, that is so genius, because I was buying postcards and handwriting them and all that stuff, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Great
be sending
idea.
some to my team members that aren't going to San Antonio. So,
Nice.
and I usually do that if I like run into somebody, like I'll be sending a lot to my mother because people ask about her because she
Mhm.
was trips for years. So I'll take
Yeah.
a selfie with the person that asked and then put it on a card real quick and send it to her.
Mhm.
So, because you can do that all on the app on the phone. It's so quick and easy. So how is Rhonda today? Rhonda's on, and Joanne and Donna.
Hi.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hi.
How are you?
All right. All right. Good.
Awesome. So what, Robin, you came on today. Is it because you just wanted to see my smiling face, or did you have something you wanted us to work on together?
No, I was sitting last night and I saw your thing come through, and I've been doing an online Zoom exercise class from 9 to 10. I'm like, oh, I'm already going to be awake for this one. So I
Oh,
can just get
nice.
off the one Zoom and come on the other one. You can see I'm still in my, yeah, sweaty.
Oh, awesome. And I just thought you were comfortable.
That too. Not so
No,
comfortable since I'm sweaty, but this will be taken care of afterwards.
oh, and here's Gay. Gay's on too. Yay. The gang's all here. So let's start off by doing espionage. Because last time I put that off till the end and then I didn't get it done. Okay, so let's jump on one of those. Hey, Gay, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
How you doing? Gay's on. Matter of fact, quite a few of you on here.
Oh,
are on-
that's your screen. Okay.
are on. Yeah. Sorry.
I was
to-
about to say what happened to my screen.
like, woo.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm just doing an espionage before I forget to do it. So yay! Not that I would, because I do this all day long. Yeah,
I recently got hacked on Facebook. I got
How-
a couple woke up a couple, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, got a couple messages that they got messages from me. Did you send me anything? I'm like, oh God, not again.
But you know,
So-
that's not hacked, that's cloned. So they didn't get into your account. They took your picture and your profile, created another account with your name on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I
They-
went
so-
on, changed my password, but I haven't seen anything, but nobody's told me since that they've gotten anything since I changed
So-
the password.
When someone says that to you, just tell them to report it.
Okay,
Because they didn't hack into your account. Likely your pictures and stuff are public. Because
I'll go back and tell them to report it. Okay.
yeah, and yeah, that works itself out. So hopefully the other people that are your friends realize that if they get a request
It's not
from you
me.
and they
Yeah.
see that you have 0 friends or you've been on Facebook for a week, that it's not you, but they clone the account and make one with your name and your picture.
Ah, that sucks.
So they're not.
I mean, I haven't even really
Yeah.
done anything on Facebook for, like you said, you haven't seen me for a while, for months. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't, that could happen. You know, it doesn't do anything to you. So, oh, let's do one for Nancy. I know Nancy. Yeah, the thing with Nancy is remembering how to spell her name later on. SCHR. Okay,
yes, okay.
which one of these is the best one? This is, oh no, this is a memory one. I hate that. This one is a memory picture, so that's not gonna work, right? Because see, 2017. It's nice, but it's not the same as having somebody's picture from right now.
I
Okay,
guess you
so
could just go into her photos.
yeah, I could do that and look for something else. I could do that if I want to send Nancy a picture. That's a good point. Okay, these are probably lately. These are photos, but these are her recent ones that she would have uploaded. Oh, look at that. Is that lately June 10th? Yeah, let's do that one.
That's a
Let's do
good,
that one. And I know exactly which card I want to do too. Save image. I don't know about you guys, but once you do a few of these, I'm like, oh, I know where that would go perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of the summertime card. the one with the flowers that has the dog in it. So it would be, sorry if I go too fast. I make you crazy when I do that, don't I, Marie? Marie's like, slow down. So
Excuse
I'm
me.
thinking photo drop because I thought of which card that would fit. It's a vertical card. It's this one. Because I think her picture would
Oh.
fit back here.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do flat card. I don't do the postcard as often as, like, they're talking about that a lot, but I find that when they machine the postcards at the post office, they're leaving marks on the pictures a lot. So I tend to do flat card, which is a postcard in an envelope,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and they're both included in my subscription, so.
Yeah, I
So
hadn't thought about that with the post office because I just recently sent, I guess, 4 or 5 postcards. And I've never done that, but they've been talking about it a lot. So I thought, well, I think maybe I'll do it, but I never thought about that with all the finger marks.
Well, it depends. Like this one, she might want to save on her fridge, but like I send a lot of ones to the other people at my mother's retirement house there, to the other residents too, not just her. And I found out that they put all the mail on a little table and they all look at each other's mail, even though they're not supposed to. So they get a kick out of it when I send them pictures that they put on Facebook. The place put them on Facebook. So it's them apple picking and them going to the park and watching stuff. So it's pictures of them. So
That's
I do
cool.
put those on postcards because I realize the other people are seeing them. And they won't if I do it in an inside. But
Right, yeah.
everybody else, I've been doing envelope ones, which is the flat card. Okay, so to put the picture that we just saved off of Facebook, I just click on image. Then over here, these are some of the ones I sent this morning. Upload image. As you'll notice, I'm still doing the new profile pic pictures. And then
Yeah.
this is that cute picture we just put on there. And look, I knew that was gonna
Oh,
fit
that's
right
good.
there. That's perfect. Oh, and then on
Oh.
the back, I don't have to put much. I can just put, oh, so cute. And that's all I have to put. Now, I've been doing
Did you say
this.
it was her birthday or?
No, this is a
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
This is an espionage, which means I'm scrolling Facebook. I saw something you posted that was awesome, and I just wanted to send it to you. In other words, I'm thinking of you. I've sent you a couple of those, I think, over time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put that. I've been using my font more than I saw somebody else using his font, and I'm like, why aren't I doing that more? So this is my handwriting. And then I have been putting a background color just because I thought it was funner. So there you go. That's the whole card right there. Now
I like
let's see
that color.
that. Yeah, it's a nice summary
Mhm.
guy. So let's see if I can spell Nancy's name.
Do you
enough.
have her in your recipients already?
Oh yeah, Nancy. Wasn't it SCH?
Just put Nancy and it'll come up with it.
But I got a lot of Nancy's.
There you
Oh,
go.
here it is.
There
Here
it is.
Nancy Schroeck. Yeah. No, I picked her because I knew I had her name. I had her address. So, and then ready to send, and that's included. You know, I don't like it when it says free. It's included in what I pay, and that's easy as it is. And I know
Nice.
most of you are doing this too, but some of the people watching the recording aren't. But I do that about 12 times a year. And just think though, I do that for people I'm in the Go Givers Alliance. I do it for people in my downline, friends of mine that I create connections with, people that have purchased from me before. And of course, what ends up happening is it reminds them of me and that I'm thinking of them. And I do end up getting business in the long run because that's how that works.
Mhm.
You know, I can tell you that I can say this with pretty fair confidence that if someone in the Go Giver Success Alliance, any of them, if someone was to say to them, you know, somebody that sells Avon, I'm trying to find some Skin So Soft, they would say me without hesitation. But that's because I've worked hard at making sure they get stuff from me. I've slowly added them over this last year and a half. So every call, I take notes on the calls, but every call in my notes, I take notes of someone I don't have yet, that I'm going to message or try to look up without messaging them and send them a card. So that's like my big thing. I do those on Wednesdays. And I have notes from yesterday, and I wrote, somebody was on there that I'd never sent a card to yet. And I'm looking them up, seeing if I can find them on white pages, seeing if I can find them on Facebook. And then I did one where I did find them and got the whole thing and sent them a card. So, and I actually had somebody come on yesterday that asked me to send a card to them because they saw the new profile pic card. They said, those were so cool. Can you do one for me? And I said, oh, absolutely. I just need your address. So I don't know if they think I'm doing those. I don't, I don't want to admit that it's an app on my phone, but it's an app on my phone. Do you know what I'm talking about, Robin, right?
Yes, I have that app, yeah.
Yeah, the picture that looks like a painting. Yeah,
Trying to remember what it's called.
new profile pic is what the app's called.
VOA?
Oh, I don't know that one. That I'm using, the app that I'm using is called New Profile Pic,
Okay, maybe it's a different one.
but it doesn't matter. You
Oh,
can use that.
profile pic. I've got that one too. Oh, that other one makes you look like the cartoon character. And then,
Oh, yeah, I
new
know that.
profile pic pro. Yep.
Yeah, I should do the.
Oh, they've upgraded it since I did it last.
I should do the cartoon character one. That'd be fun too. But so
Yeah.
what I'm doing, I probably have done 200 of those by now.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't just for the people themselves. Like Marie unfortunately lost her son. I hope you don't mind me saying this.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
she posted a memory, like a remembrance post on Facebook. And one of the pictures in particular, I went, oh, that would make a good card front like that for her. And they had in the options for the background,
Get it.
it was okay, you can look at it, but they have some like really ones that look like stars and stuff or nice backgrounds. Oh, isn't
Oh,
that
that's
nice?
nice.
And then we put it in a frame,
Aw,
and then it's on his memory dresser.
aw, that's nice. I'm sorry about your son.
It's been 4 years when we're doing all right. We have our bad days, but you never get over it.
No.
There's been I've seen a couple other people, and sometimes like when someone just passed away, and sometimes it's longer ago and they're remembering it, but lots of times if it's a picture that is face on, you can do a nice card for them, I think.
Yeah, there's a fellow in this, well, there's a doctor in this community, and he just lost his 26-year-old son. And we read last night, he was in an auto accident. It was incredible, on one of the major interstates here. And someone's car on the road coming the other direction lost their transmission.
Oh,
All the pieces from the transmission hit 3 cars. And Nate's car got hit. He was the third car, and whatever went in his car went right through the windshields and right out the back.
oh,
And he was killed instantly, obviously.
Wow.
Just
Oh.
26 years old, just been married 2 years, and so I made some sympathy card last night for his.
That's not a bad idea. My aunt just passed away a couple months ago, but my cousin didn't post anything on Facebook. So I figured since she didn't, she probably didn't want it posted. So I didn't say anything. She had dementia and it came on really fast.
oh,
And
geez.
it was my mom's sister. Yeah. So yeah, that would be a good idea to send to my cousin, is a good picture of her mom.
And they have some of the backgrounds that are, I think the one I put on your son's was more of the painting background,
Yeah,
but they have some that are, because that looked the best, because I looked at a few of
This
them.
really
I thought
good.
that one looked the best. And they
Yeah.
have some, oh, I like that one too.
Oh, that's good.
That one's nice too. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there were some that looked like, I know one that I did this last week. It looked more like stars,
Oh, yeah.
bursting stars, and that looked more like heavenly somehow to me. But that just happened to be her picture looked best in that background.
That's a good
So they
idea.
do have a bunch to pick from, and then you can put it right on SendOutCards. What's funny is I've had some people message me and say they were interested in getting back into SendOutCards because they didn't realize SendOutCards did this. When, of course, SendOutCards can do anything that you want. Yeah, it's not, it wasn't actually SendOutCards. It's, anything that you can make into a JPEG, you can put on the front of a card.
Sure. Yeah.
So there's tons of uses. I did send one for a graduation, and it wasn't even like the graduation itself. They were out somewhere, I guess, celebrating the graduation ahead, and took a picture, and the picture just happened to be a perfect one for that app. So I took it and cropped him to be the only person in it, and then did it. And then she later posted that they used it at the graduation party. They had it on the table when everybody come in. So you don't always know, how useful it's going to be. And
That's
sometimes
true.
they really like them.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yay. And by
Great
the way,
idea.
Marie, I love it when people frame them. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
I sent one to our church secretary and she has it on her desk. And somebody that knows me very well at the church said, "Oh, I didn't know Marie does artwork." Painting.
And it did,
I
you
I
fess
send
up?
them
'Cause
to
I always go,
myself.
"Oh, I'm glad you liked it." I don't fess up that it was.
I take pictures. I have pictures of my grandkids they've either sent me or have been posted. And then I make a card and send it to myself. And I've got a picture for my frame of my grandkids.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
cheaper than taking it and
absolutely.
getting it made up or using my ink on my printer and doing it that way.
Oh, absolutely. And I
Yeah.
think that's one of the things that I like about the service so much is that people hardly ever print out their pictures anymore.
Yeah.
So when we do Facebook espionage, it has such a big impact because they're not printing them.
Mhm.
So I've been to people's houses that had like all the ones I sent them on their fridge. And it's so fun to see, to go to their house. It's like, oh, I sent you those.
It's weird that you say
so-
that. I just printed up a whole bunch. I got to go down to Walgreens and pick up. And that's only because my daughter's sister-in-law got married and I can't figure out how to get them off my phone to go on a
do the
USB
app.
because my computer no longer has a USB.
Oh, yeah.
So while my grandkids are coming up, so I have to do this short. I didn't have time for SendOutCards to get here.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm putting them on a USB there so I can give them to my my daughter's mother-in-law, which is
Oh,
the other
yeah.
grandma. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny because normally if you
That's the
have
first time
friends-
I've done that in years.
Yeah, you can send them to yourself. Yeah, I didn't even know they did that. They still print pictures at Walgreens.
Well, I did it because the fact that they'll put all the pictures on a USB and it was only like 7 cents a print. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just give her all the prints too, because I don't need all the prints in my house. And it's
Yeah.
her daughter that got married.
Oh,
So I couldn't figure out a way to get them to her without posting them on Facebook, which is what I normally do. But like I said, again, they're not posting the pictures. So it's like, I'm kind of respecting the fact that they're not posting them. They don't want them posted.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Maybe they didn't think of it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Because yeah, I've noticed that
Bunch of my family's gotten really weird about posting things on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they're not posting things like they used to. A lot
Oh.
of people are not posting as much as they used to.
oh well, don't count
don't
on
know.
that from me. I'm gonna still post.
I don't.
There isn't, I don't think there's anything, I don't post anything that's controversial unless you want to, I don't know, have a controversy about my dog. Yeah.
I
put a
don't know
lot
with
of
them
dog
if it's
crap
a
pictures.
more of a privacy thing that they don't want the pictures out there. It's just the one side of the family, my daughter's side of the family. That's basically, yeah.
No.
So I'm just respecting what they're not doing.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Matter of fact, the people that are watching my page are gonna get inundated with pictures from San Antonio. So if
I'm
you wanna
looking forward
see-
to that
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Saturday.
because
which
I'm
is-
gonna be here watching it from my chair. On that Saturday, though, we have an A's game that my husband scheduled that we're going to with the boys. And of
Oh,
course, it's during the evening session. So I'm looking forward to going back to Facebook and seeing videos and pictures
Oh.
that people post. And
I'm on a
hopefully this is
mission.
gonna be reported so I can rewatch it
Oh,
at
it
a later
is.
time.
It is.
Okay,
You
cool.
can watch them matter of fact, when I go to these things, if I know that they're recording that you can watch later, I don't go to any of the classes. I just go to the general sessions. And then
Yeah.
I spend the rest of my time trying to meet other people and get pictures with everybody and all that
That's
stuff.
good, that's good.
Because I can't pay attention that well in the class when I'm all dressed up anyway, because I'm gonna have a crazy hat on and a whole bunch of, yeah, you should see my thing for
You're
the
wearing your pin
holiday.
vest.
I'm wearing the pin vest, which I'm not gonna wear that the whole time because that thing weighs 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here cringing about I gotta wear it Saturday and because
I'm
we have,
looking forward to seeing the pictures.
yeah, the local rally Saturday, I'm on a mission to get a picture with every single person there. Because there's only going to
Oh.
be 100 of them, so I want to get a picture of every single
Oh.
person with me there. That's my mission, so I'm going early, trying to get everybody. But I'm gonna wear the pin vest, so it's gonna be like, oh, by hour 3, I'm gonna be like, oh.
You'll be getting your workout lugging that around.
Mhm.
But I don't think I'm gonna get a picture of everybody in San Antonio. It'd be too many. But I'll be doing my best to get a lot of them. So I'm gonna got my selfie stick out. I've got to charge my battery thing. So, Joanne, tell me what's going on with you.
Not much, just gotta get my Avon order put together and delivered along with the next set of books so that I'm ready to leave. Flight leaves at 5:40 a.m. Wednesday morning, so
Oh, you're gonna be there before me. I'm not going till Thursday.
yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
that's cool.
I kept seeing a lot of things about flights getting canceled and stuff, especially in
Oh,
our
yeah.
Texas area. And so I'm like, you know what? I better just go ahead and bite the bullet, go in an extra day early. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be rooming with Rachel and her 2 daughters because everyone on my
nice.
team backed out and is doing virtual. So like, okay.
I hope you're all planning on staying inside. It's gonna be very hot there.
That's
Don't
what
we always though?
Mhm.
Some do, and then there's some adventurous ones that go out and see the city, I guess.
Oh, yeah, no, I never do that.
I usually stay inside too. Air conditioning in those places.
Oh, they always have good air conditioning in those fancy hotels. That's awesome. Yeah, you're going, Marie, aren't you?
No, because Roy has he's connected with the school system, so
Dang,
yeah,
I was hoping you were going.
Doesn't
no,
the schools start up in August here pretty soon?
yeah,
We just got done with summer school. Don't even talk about it.
It's coming whether you want it to or not.
Well, we don't go back till I think it's the last day of August. We don't.
we had talked about driving out there and making it a vacation, but then we looked, we realized the date just didn't work.
No,
Cool. So
dang it.
here we are. But I love the virtual. They really do a good job of linking the virtual with the the people that are there. They do a good job with that. So
I think so
don't-
too. Yeah.
I don't think these guys have announced where they're having theirs or when they're having theirs, but they will too. Send out cards. I haven't been in a couple years. I hope they have it in Salt Lake City. That's where they usually have it because I like going and watching them print the cards because that is
yeah.
fascinating. I don't know if any of you have been to that, but
No,
you
no.
can take the bus over to the actual Send Out Cards place where they print them, and it is mind blowing because they're sending on a busy day. They're sending about 40,000 cards a day.
Oh my God.
They told us they're the biggest postal customer in the United States.
20 of them are yours, right?
Right. Yeah, some days a lot more than that. You know, I'm sending about between 400 and 500 birthday cards a month,
Wow, that's a lot.
which,
Wow.
right, that sounds insane, but that's how I'm spending my advertising money. And
Yeah.
that's actually working for me.
Sure.
And with these bigger packages, it's not very much money. It's $1 and something per person. And the reason my database has so many birthdays in it is because every day I try to either get somebody in there that I didn't have their birthday for and add that, or I call it the trifecta when I get the whole thing, their name, address, and birthday, the trifecta. So when I meet somebody, I try to look them up reverse on white pages and get their whole thing.
Mhm.
So, matter of fact, that's the Go Giver Success Alliance. If any of you are thinking of not the Success Alliance itself necessarily, but they have a Go Giver community that goes hand in hand with that. That's an awesome place to meet a whole bunch of people that you do not have access to now because they're outside of our industry. So it's realtors, engineers, I mean, everybody from all different kind of professions. And it's just been a great experience as far as getting exposed to a whole bunch of new people. And when I do anything and you post it, members give and receive, the other guys share it all because that's what we do. So then you get to see, their friends get to meet you too. And the Go Givers community, just the community itself, if you join that before, I think it's August 1st, so it's a couple more days, it's $11 a month.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, and they're locking you in at 11 because they're
Yeah.
going up on that after that. And you have that, even at the 11, you have access to Bob Berg. It's like once a month he does a Q&A live. He's the guy that co-wrote the Go Giver. So
Is there a link for this?
oh, I can put it in the group. I'll put it in the group. Okay. So that I think
In
it's
the send out card group?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll make a note in the matter of fact, I should put it in all my things because that's going to save quite a bit of money and they lock you into the 11.
Mm.
Okay, I've got a note right here to put that in there. Yeah, but like for example, some of the stuff it's worked out. Now it's been a year and a half, so it wasn't like I joined in the first month I saw a huge influx of business. That's not the way it works really. I helped promote their stuff too and met a lot of people. And I go to a lot of the meetings, like they have a networking thing where it's like speed dating. You go into a Zoom room and they break off for 15 minutes each, and you get paired up with someone random that's at that Zoom. And the first 7 minutes, you're asking questions about them. And the next 7 minutes, they're asking questions about you. So it's not like you're just blabbing your stuff out. You have to focus on asking questions about them.
That's cool.
And it works out great because I'm trying to get every day somebody's name, address, and phone and what they do. So every time I go to that networking, I get 4 new people. And I got their whole thing, what they do, the name, address, and phone. And why you're asking questions is, then if you run into someone that could use their service, you can refer someone to them. And likewise, they refer someone to you.
Yeah.
So it's all like a mutual sharing of information stuff. But I've met some fascinating people, and I got 2 books coming up because of the people I've met in there. I've got that book with Jeff West, which is a parable book. And then I'm in an anthology book with Robert Peterson and a whole bunch of people. And both of those were because of the Go Givers community. So it's, and you know, I don't know if you know this, but oh, Joanne does, because Joanne was in a book. Every time you're in a book, you can get a bunch of publicity from doing that. You know, it's and even if you just intend to just do your Avon business in a big way, which a lot of people do, being in a book gives you credibility because people assume I know more about Avon than most people just because I'm in books. And that couldn't be the further from the truth. I probably know the least amount about the products.
Can you text us the name of the books that you're in? I can
Oh,
look
you're
them
gonna
up.
see it when it's not out yet. They're neither one of
Oh,
them are out
okay.
yet.
Cool.
I think you're gonna have a hard time not finding out when it comes out. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a big splash about it, yeah. But the one I think I'm most excited about is the one with Jeff West because he's actually the writer, but it's my ideas he's writing about. Well, a mix of our ideas. It's not just my ideas, but
What does he do?
he was actually the guy that ran Texas for Aflac for decades.
Hmm.
He ran Texas for Aflac. So he has a book of his own right
Okay.
now that's called The Unexpected Tour Guide. That's really good.
Hmm.
But matter of fact, he was on Bob Berg's Legends. He was one of the legends on his Zoom call. So believe me, when he called me he called me and wanted to do a book with me, I'm like, yes. Yeah, right. I didn't even hear the whole
Twist my arm.
You didn't have to think you didn't have to think twice, right?
No. Oh, and another cool thing. So he says to me, we got to start getting all these other pieces together. So he says, as far as the book cover, he's going to put out so he can get, because he had a thing in his mind of how he wanted this to go. And he said, I was thinking, he was telling me all the stuff. And it's an art thing he's looking for that looks like a watercolor. I said, do you mind if Alex submits? I don't want him to get an yes, which he wouldn't have the ability to do that anyway, because when you have a publisher, they have refusal rights around a bunch of stuff. And so we haven't got through that part yet, but Alex submitted and it's good. And he's tweaking it with what Jeff says to do. So there's a chance that Alex could get his cover on this book
Oh,
too,
wow. That's cool.
which would be awesome because I said to Alex,
Mhm.
Alex was worried about what he's going to get paid, of course, because he's 17. And I said, you know what? I never asked him what I'm getting. And the reason is because I know this experience is going to be so phenomenal. And it is. I get to spend an hour with Jeff every couple of weeks on the Zoom. And he's a smart guy. I mean, I'm learning all kind of stuff. So even if I don't get paid for this book, I'm going to be one happy camper. He's
Mhm.
got connections I don't have as far as getting it published and stuff. And I said to the kid, if you manage to get on the cover of this book and the book sells a lot, you'll probably get commissioned to do other book covers, or at the very least, other work.
Sure. Yeah.
So I said, this is the kind of thing that you're going to get so much exposure that's going to
yeah.
far outweigh any fee that you're going to get for doing the cover.
Yeah,
But
his artwork is great.
Yeah, it's hard to tell a 17-year-old that though. He's like, how much money? I said, oh, don't
They
worry.
don't see the big picture yet.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna get taken care of. Well, there's well, you know, I say you can be successful at anything if enough people know what you do. That's the same for an artist. I mean, for them to really
Mhm.
continue to get work and be commissioned to do projects, they have to know they're out there and what kind of work they do and stuff. So anyway, did you have anything, Gay, that you wanted us to do? No, no. And Kimberly and Deanna, I didn't see you guys. Hey, glad you came on. How are you doing, Deanna? She's probably busy doing something.
Hi, I'm fine.
No, that's all right. How you doing?
Okay.
She's recovering from her surgery. She's in the
Oh.
hospital.
Oh, well, I'm glad you popped in. We
Yeah,
should send.
Joanne, to get your butt in here.
We'll have to send you a card to make you feel better.
Thank you. I love your card.
You make it easy because you post good pictures. See,
Thank
that helps. Hey, Deanna, did you know I'm going with JP to the Boston body shop
I
trip?
I did. I saw your special jersey that you had made.
Yeah, I
Or that
got
you got, yeah.
the Red Sox
Coming
shirt
up from
and-
Texas to go to the Boston one.
No, he is. Yeah,
Oh,
he is. I lived
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so
Right.
that's why he asked me, because evidently when you win something with them, you get a stipend for your guests to travel and the stipend is
nice.
low, so he wanted someone that could just drive down there. So I live like an hour away. So
Mhm,
I'm like, thank
mhm.
you for that. Yeah, I was happy he asked me because I've actually only been to one Red Sox game ever. And it was a work thing where I worked when I was, I'm sure you remember the secretary job story. I worked for the secretary job, and we went to Fenway and had a box seat. So I've actually never sat in the regular seat. So no matter how this turns out, I'll be a happy clam, happy as a clam, because I'll be happy if it's box. I'll be happy if it's in the regular stands, because
Oh,
The
yeah,
box is good in case it rains.
Body Shop goes way out on their trip. So wherever you guys are, you'll love it.
yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah,
Yeah,
like.
and I liked your jersey. So one of my girls earned the trip. So I ordered her some shirts from that site and had them personalized. So
Oh,
she's
nice.
gonna have them on the trip. Yeah. I was
I
like, that's
thought
a
that
cool
was
idea.
I thought that was fine. They let you pick the number. I guess if you have a favorite player, you'd want their number, but of course, I wanted number one. So my shirt says Wilber number one. What am I going to do? Put Wilber number 3? No, no. So it says, well, yeah. But anyway, I'm wearing that Saturday, this coming Saturday, underneath my pin vest, but over the well, we're selling a tank top right now that's like a red color. And I couldn't just wear the tank top because then my arms show. So I'm wearing the Red Sox shirt over it. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of extra arm there that I'm not
Me
interested
too,
in
me too.
showcasing. Yeah.
That'll be cute with the tank.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was cute. And I got yeah, JP was making fun of me. I'm not wearing these Saturday, but I got little teeny a baseball and a ball bat to wear at the game. So he said I'm nerdy. Yeah, he said that's he's not that excited about the whole ball game thing.
Uh,
But
I'm not a baseball fan, but apparently those tickets are really expensive and hard to get. So it's one of those things that would be like just a chance of a lifetime that you probably wouldn't do otherwise,
well, and I don't go because it's hard to figure out what to do with your car. That sounds stupid, but
Mm.
it's in a place where it's not just like a parking lot's there. So then you got to find public parking and get yourself over to the
they
stadium.
don't have a parking lot?
Oh, I don't think so. They have public parking lots,
Most ballparks do, but
and I don't
Oh.
think so because
Okay.
it's in
Isn't
it's in
that
Boston.
Fenway? It's like really famous, right?
Oh
Fenway
yeah,
Park or something. Yeah.
but they prefer at Fenway that you go in on the subway or something. They have public
Oh.
transportation all around it, and I'm not necessarily I've used it before, but I'm a redneck from the woods. I don't like figuring that out because if you don't get off your right stop, then you're all over the place. I like having the car and knowing where the car is. That's kind of my thing. So I'll be happy to go down and have them valet the car at the hotel. And then when I'm done, I go to the door and say, can I have my car back? And I'm sure they'll take us over in a bus or something to Fenway.
Oh
from
yeah,
the-
they take you everywhere in a bus. The Body
That'll-
Shop trips have been really nice.
Yeah.
And you'll just be able to follow the crowd. You'll be fine.
I'll put JP in charge. He'll be happy. So he'd be happy to lead me around. So I hate to say it, but he is young enough to be my son because I'm his mother's age. I don't want to remind him of that. He probably won't ask me to go nowhere with him. It's like, but oh, that's funny. Yeah. Do you guys remember when we were joking around and this was his idea. He said, let's change our status at the same time on Facebook that we got married and tell him we got
I
married.
saw that. I remember that. I
And
remember that.
I had people message me that I went to high school with and tell me they thought he was too young for me.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, he had people mad at him too. I thought that was hilarious. Take a joke,
Mhm.
people, take a joke. But anyway, no, he's fun to go with. When I had tickets to go see Bette Midler in Hello Dolly,
Mm.
I'm like, oh, he'd like to go see that. So we went and saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was
Mhm.
awesome. So I'm glad he thought of me with the whole Boston ball game thing, because I'm excited. Yay! But
Should be
first up,
fun.
we got the rally Saturday, and that's in Andover. That's like an hour.
Who's leading that?
The corporate person that does our area. That's not me. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing them. Everybody's asking me on Facebook if they're doing them in other areas of the country. No idea. All I know is she called me and said she's doing one in Andover.
We
but-
had one in California and I was out of town at the time.
Oh,
So
so they I don't know if they all are doing that or just some of them. I don't know that. They
around
doing
the
it near you,
popular
Joanne?
cities, I think.
Oh, they doing it near you, Joanne? Oh, you don't know?
Haven't heard of any.
It could be they're not all doing it. Hey, Debbie.
Hi,
Oh, you got the shirt on.
yeah,
I like that shirt, the
In
peasant shirt.
California, where did they have the rally in California?
They already had it. And I believe it was in Milpitas. I'm not positive, but it was a while ago. It was a month ago, I guess. Are you in California?
Yeah.
Where?
In Torrance, outside of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, you're southern. Yeah, this was up in Northern California. I'm in the Bay Area. So I want to say Milpitas. It could have been, and I think I had another one in
So
Sacramento.
it's account managers are doing it, right? And
Shannon Lucerno
Yeah.
is mine.
yeah, she's traveling.
And
Like that.
they're the ones doing it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was out of town, so I
Ours
didn't
was
take
at
too
the-
much
Midwest
notice
always
where they
gets,
were at because I wasn't here.
Ours was
don't-
at the store at the sales center.
I don't think they're all necessarily doing it from what I heard.
Yeah, they're just doing
Oh,
like
Yeah.
opportunity meetings.
Certain
It's not a big-
populated cities, I think, or
Yeah,
areas.
well, Yeah, I don't know. Not compared to where you are, Gay, but guess- yeah, because this one's only an hour from me. But it's the only one in, I think the only one she's doing in New England, could be.
That makes sense. Well, you have a big group there, so
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably
the
go where
one
they have the most chance of getting
attendance.
a large amount of people there.
I know she did one in New York City
Mhm.
and she did one somewhere else. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to get as many pictures and send out as many cards as I can. And just to add this at the end here, I am still working my lists. So if you are a person, Marie's like, not the list again. No. Yeah, I talk about this every time, but this is so effective.
I haven't
Okay.
been on in a while. What is the list?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I work projects because I'm on a subscription, but you can't send like 100 in a day and have it included in your subscription, but you can send 4, right? 4 or 5, and they don't care about that, right? And they're all included as long as I send them individually, immediate sends. So what I do is like this one I'm working on right now. One of them is I printed out my campaign mailer customer list and I'm sending 4 a day. And matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, we did the card together on this call, worked out some deal. And you know what? I've got business from it already, but it wasn't for the deal. They got the card. So the deal isn't really the important part of that card.
Mhm.
And Marie and I were already talking about this today, right? The deal wasn't the important part of the card. It was keeping in touch with them. And when you put together a deal, they believe you're going above and beyond, which you are, above and beyond what they see other reps doing. Okay. So anyway, I send 4 a day and that's what I do every day is my 4. And
What
this
kind
one
of card are you sending?
I can show you. Matter of fact,
I'd love to see it. Okay.
and this is the other one. This list is I printed this last September. I've done send out cards for 13 years. The entire time when I've gotten a lead that wanted to sign up to sell Avon, but didn't somehow, or I don't know what happened, they got put in a group called Avon Info Only. I can print that by exporting that file, just that group from SendOutCards over to Excel. And then I print it out because I like to have printouts. And then I'm sending 4 a day. Now I finished the list once through already about a couple months ago now. I printed it out again and started right back at the beginning. It
Oh.
takes me about 6 months to do it at 4 a day because I've got a giant list.
So they're
So
getting
I,
a card every 6 months.
yeah. And it's included in my subscription because I'm only sending 4 a day. Okay, so I'll show you the 2 cards because the 2 cards for those 2 lists happen to look similar. Let's do share screen.
Lisa, while you pull that up, I just have a quick question.
Yeah,
When you're sending those 4 cards, are you going to like your saved cards and then sending them
when you go,
individually from there?
I'm going through this, the custom cards right on the front.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I'm getting it.
then-
Because if you go to card history and get it
Yes.
off of someone you sent, you're gonna pay.
So if you go to your saved cards, like the ones you created right there.
The ones that show up here on the front page, and actually there's more because if you click see all, it'll
Yes.
pull. If it shows up here, you can send it and it'll be included in your subscription if you do it one at a time,
Yeah, sometimes they don't show up there.
right? And you know, I don't know if I have a trick for you or not, but mine
Okay.
usually do show up there if I create the card, send it to myself, and then don't send more that first day. And then it shows up there the next day after the system's updated. And
Okay,
then
gotcha.
it's usually there after that. So I don't know what the trick is for that, but I do know if you go to card history instead and get the card there, you're going to pay as a system send.
Mhm.
But if it's here, you don't, as long as you send it
Oh.
to one person at a time. Okay. So
Awesome.
I don't have a foolproof answer for that one. Sorry about that.
Well, that helped.
Okay, so now here are those 2 cards. Now, how I got the back for these, that graphic, the Christmas graphic was, I Google searched, I think it was Christmas in July or something, and it came up with this graphic with no words here.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I just added the words. I actually added the words in SendOutCards, but if you don't want to do that, you could add them in Canva before you bring it over to SendOutCards. So I just grabbed those 2 graphics, and anyone that wants that, just message me and I can share that graphic with you empty without words on it. I'll look at this one first. This one is the one that is the info only one. So it says start an Avon business of your own and what, I forgot what it says, and enjoy a debt-free Christmas this year. And I'll open it up. I'll send one so you can see me doing it. So this is what I do every time I open it. I look at it every time, and I don't know if that helps me never get flagged or not, but I do it maybe because I'm weird that way, but I look at the card, and the first time I send it, like this is the first time I'm sending it today, I look at the whole card today. And then when I'm doing the other 3, I probably won't look at the whole card, but I just want to make sure nothing got changed and everything's on it. So when we get to the cart, I'll do the closer so you can see the 3 panels. But this card was meant to be very short, sweet, and just, I'm out here, want to sell, here you go. Okay. So then I just do save and proceed to checkout. I didn't change anything, but I could have. And then here, there's a glitch where I couldn't show it in the individual panels, but you can if you go to the checkout cart and then hit edit. Okay.
No.
So now I can go panel view. It didn't have panel view before for some reason. See, now I'll be able to go panel view. I just grabbed some pictures that I thought were nice of the products that showed a big variety. And then this was the same as my other card that I sent, that this is the screenshot off of the sign up page.
Yeah.
Whether you are looking for pocket money or to build an Avon empire, you can start your Avon journey here. This link goes to the sign up page on my online store. So all I did was I bought that, jointhelipsticklady.com on GoDaddy.com, and then I redirected that to the URL off the browser window from my sign up page on my online store. So that way they don't have to go to the store and find the Become a Rep. They're just going right to the page. Okay. And there is that disclaimer here that says this might be a different offer, by the way. And then just more pictures. I did put this little tagline here, Avon, a product line that is so much more, which I made up. And the reason I put that there is because I have a tick about people saying not your grandma's Avon or something. Because in my mind, the people that are hunting us down that remember us want it to be what they remember.
Right.
They don't not want it to be what they want it, the nice, warm, fuzzy feeling of what they remember. So I want them to, yeah, we got what you remember. We got that, but we got a bunch of other stuff too.
So much more. Yeah.
So that's what that was about. It just was my way of trying to make it, all of it be warm and fuzzy. Okay. And then I put the car in just because I get a lot of play with the car. Everybody likes it. They think it's cool. So I put the car in, and it does have my URLs both on it. And then the back is my regular back that I would send to a customer, because I want to make sure that if the person getting this card, some of these people may no longer want to sign up. They hadn't signed up yet in all these years, but they may get the card, want to buy something. So I want them to have both options. So that has all that stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the cart. And I did finally get smart when I printed off my Excel list of all the people. I took away all the columns before I printed it, except the zip code. So now when I search for the person, add the recipients, I can do it by zip code without typing their whole name in, because I was typing their whole name in. So now I just put the zip code in. I'm going to put box, and then I'm going to say done. Whoops. Done. And then ready to send, and that's going to be included. And I'm going to do that 4 times a day. For this list,
Can you share the campaign with me?
it's not a campaign, it's just a card.
Okay.
But, I can send you the card, and I also can give you any of the graphics that you want.
Okay.
Let's send you the card right quick here, so I don't forget to do that. And then the other one is just the deal that we did for the customers. Okay, so save and proceed. And let's see, save me some typing and tell me your zip code.
94560.
There you are.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. And I can also put it in the group, the graphic for the Christmas front if you want. I usually wait till that shows up just because I'm weird like that, but you don't have to, I don't think. So that was that. And then
Very cool.
what we did for the customer card was we together figured out a bunch of the products and bundles that together could be retail 100 even. So then we could say, you're getting all this stuff for $100, including shipping. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's all that stuff. And we picked stuff from all the different, like the $10 deal, the extra bundles, because we wanted the most perceived value for the least retail that would cover a bunch of different categories. And it isn't actually about the deal. It seems like it would be, and we spent a bunch of time figuring out the deal, but every time I've done that, it's been less about people ordering that particular deal and more about them getting a card from me and saying, oh yeah, I meant to get more bubble bath. I ran out. So it's more like a memory jogger that I'm out here. And the feedback I usually get is, oh, you always do extra stuff than everybody else. I see you doing stuff all the time and I don't see the other guys. You know, the other lady doesn't even bring me my book and you're always doing extra stuff. So it's the perception that I'm out there thinking about their wallet and that I'm offering stuff that no one's offering. It's the perception of that. And a memory jogger that I'm here if you need something. So it's more like a way to keep in touch. I don't do the last time I did the campaign mailer for the customer cards, it wasn't a deal. Matter of fact, it wasn't a sales card at all. So I differ. My last one had grilling tips and what was the other one? Oh, a drink mix, a drink recipe for sweet tea. I think it was peach sweet tea or something like that. So it had 3 things that were just memes that I got off of Facebook that were non-related to selling or non-related to my products at all. And I just put them in a card and I said, thought you could use these this time of year. That's it. It did have my thing on the back, but it wasn't a salesy card. So I do those more often than I do the salesy cards. So does that make sense?
I have a question about the info only for Avon. You obviously must have kept all those names, or is there a place where we can go to find info only? No.
No,
Okay.
I kept them.
You were smart. I was dumb.
Well, no, you start today.
Yeah,
So when
obviously. Yeah.
someone asks you, matter of fact, now they don't give us the whole thing. When someone stops on our website, we're getting the name, the phone number, and the email only.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can reverse look up the phone in white pages and get the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but I'm saving, that's how I'm getting them lately.
Okay.
And my list also includes people that signed up for a raffle when I did a fair and they checked the box. They want information about selling. So, I mean, there was a lot of different ways that I got people on that list. When Avon sold us leads and they said they didn't want us to contact them only but once, too bad, I bought the lead. It's in my database. So
Mhm.
all those
That's
are in
right.
there.
That's right.
When I ran an ad in the paper and someone would call me and I'd get their name, address, and phone, they went in there. So that's how I got so many that's 12 years worth of doing that, 12 or 13 years. So even if you just made your group now and start with a few, that's what I did too.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta
So,
start somewhere.
well, and I feel bad when like you're saying, oh, I can't do that because you got such a big list. Everything's going to be that way just because of the amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what do they say? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, right? Because you're better to start today
Yeah.
than not to do it at all. And it really has, just doing that list work that I did during the last year is the reason I got those nested reps in January when they randomly decided to give us stuff out of the blue that we didn't work for. But you had to have, I don't know what it was, 13 or 16 new in your first. And I had it, I met it because of this. So it was worth doing, even if they weren't doing an incentive,
Right. Right.
because I always need new people. And I did get sales from it too. So to keep me consistent, by the way, and now I'm over, sorry. I use that app you've heard me talk about a million times. It's called Streaks. No, you can't see it good, but it's an S and it streaks like running naked streaks. That's what it's spelt like. And there's a bunch of ones for that, and it's for keeping track of habits. On Streaks, you have 18 possible topics that you can put in there, and then you can customize it. So you can put 3 cards a day or 4 cards a day. So mine, I have categories in my Streaks for 4 recruiting cards, 4 Avon recruiting cards. And when I'll play the little music, it's right here. When I do my 4, I get to touch it and it makes a noise. I don't know if you heard that, but it gets a cute little noise and it lights up the little box. And it sounds like it's stupid, but it keeps me on track. So if I find myself in the afternoon, I don't know, playing a video game or something, and I'm like, man, I should be working. Where do I start? Instead of getting shook up if I don't know what I've done and not done, I can get the phone and go, well, let's just tackle this. Let's just start knocking these off. So let's do these 4 cards and these 4 cards and do the birthdays today. So it's just a way to get me back on track and and you have a streak going of how many days that you have going. I use that also for, I have to give the cat a pill twice a day, Kissy. And some days if I didn't use that, I'd be going, oh, did I give it to him already or not? You know what I mean? So it just helps with a lot of different stuff, but it's great for these habits for work of being consistent in the sending the cards thing.
So Lisa, is that streak like STREAK? Like
Yeah.
a streak of lightning or okay.
Yeah, it's streaks with an S on the end, I think.
Okay.
Streaks. Yeah, in the app store. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can't post the Streaks app link, I think, in the group too. That's a good idea. Or at least the picture of the emoji that you hit once you get over to the app store. Because that has helped me a lot. And I'm pretty sure they have a free version of that, or it's cheap if they don't. I know I didn't pay that much for it. Some of those apps and stuff are like $5 a year or something. They're not very much. So, but that's helped me a lot to keep me on track. But it seems like a lot of these habits and stuff, what's made them work for me is the consistency over time. You know, it looks great when you're looking like now, it looks like, oh, you're getting a lot of results. That's awesome. But you don't realize I was consistent every day for the last 13 years. So that, you know, I think it's getting in a role where you're being consistent so that the results can come to you. And when Joanne knows that already, right? Because at first when you were sending out cards and you weren't getting that much feedback, it was harder to keep sending them, right?
I wouldn't say it was harder to keep sending them, but I was like, okay, gosh, no one's really liking them or whatever. But then, yeah, I get private messages all the time or they'll post it on my page. And I even have gotten 2 online orders from it, from local people, but it's like, well, wait, how? And then it's like, oh, I sent her a card. Whoa, I'm like Lisa Wilber now.
Well, it's funny because I'll get a recruit for Avon in my first, right? I'll say, man, that name looks familiar. And I'll look in SendOutCards and they're already in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll look and they had a birthday last month. So I don't ask them, I don't grow people, I just take care of them and service them. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened is they were on my team before years ago. They got a card every year. I did get one lately. This is the first time this has happened ever. I had a lady yell at me for sending a birthday card.
Jeez.
She said, I haven't sold Avon in years. Take me off my list. I've asked you a bunch of times, which she didn't.
Wow.
I think she asked Avon to take them off the list. And I said, well, I didn't send you a card because you were with Avon. I knew you weren't. I sent you a card because it was your birthday. And I said, I thought you might like a card, but no problem. You're off. I don't have any problem with that, but that's going to happen. So don't take it. I certainly didn't. You know what I mean? I get so much good feedback. Just the volume I send, I'm gonna get some return to me. I'm gonna get some people complaining. I'm gonna get, you know, that you're gonna get the whole range of what could happen just because of the volume. So don't let that ever bother you.
Can you send me the card you did last week? So I have a sample, the one you sent to customers.
The customer one? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Thank
make
you.
a note and send it.
Okay.
Does anybody
Thank
else want the customer one?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
And who else said yes?
Robin
Robin? Okay.
and Debbie.
And Deanna.
So I got Deb and Robin want the customer card.
Yes, ma'am.
Deanna.
Diana.
Send me one. I thought I had
Deanna.
one. I don't think so.
Okay. And who? Oh, Marie. Yep.
Right.
Okay. I'll
Deanna.
send. I got Deanna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send you guys the customer card and that way you can just see it. And if it's anything, I think most of that was pulled off of Avon's site, the
Okay,
products.
yeah.
But if there's any graphics that I ever send that you want, I can just post them and you can just grab it, the JPEG. So, you know, just pick up, and I'll go put the Christmas blank one in the group along with the other
Right.
stuff we talked about.
Hey,
those-
just a quick note on return cards. So I've been sending monthly birthdays and anniversary cards to people in my first generation.
Mhm.
And now, because they're already in my address book, I am checking every single address, because you wouldn't believe how many people over the last year have moved somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I
have to
mean, the
do that too.
pandemic, a lot of people moved.
Yeah,
So that's,
we've been doing that anyway. That's actually people, yeah, all along.
that's
and-
been helping me with less returns.
Mhm.
Oh, good, good, good. No, that's awesome. We don't catch everyone either, but we have a system with me and Liza, and she prints out my Avon ones. She checks every one to make sure their address is still correct. So,
Yeah, I never
yeah.
thought about it till I started getting so many returns, and I started checking. It's like, they moved.
yeah.
And the past 2 years, there's been a lot of them.
Mhm.
And if you send out a big volume, you're gonna end up getting some back too, where they didn't pay to have it forwarded. Sometimes they're catching it, and so when you have a return, go look and send out cards and see if the address was corrected, because they correct it sometimes. Because
Oh,
they're
Oh, really?
yeah, they're
Oh, I
hooked
didn't
to
know
the
that.
postal service,
okay.
and they don't. I don't know why, but they correct it after the card was sent. So
Hmm.
you get the card back and you go in to remove the person, you see a different address. So I just resend that same card, whatever it
Yeah.
was,
Oh,
to the
that's
new
cool.
address.
Okay.
Oh,
But they upgrade it sometimes, because on the majority of people I can't check because I don't have a way to check their address. So when
Right.
they've been catching a lot of them. But so, okay. Well, thank you, everybody. We've got a break in service here next week because I'll be in San Antonio.
Hey.
So I call that
The
a break
5th through
service.
the 7th.
So yes, I'm going to be there the 4th through the
4th.
7th,
Okay.
through the 8th. I'm going to be there 4th through the 8th. So I'm going to miss next Thursday of doing this. I am going to post that in the group. But hopefully you'll look on my wall and see all the pictures.
Oh,
'Cause I'm
I'm
gonna take
I'm
like a
looking forward to
bazillion-
it.
Like a bazillion pictures, you know I will.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
thank you, everybody, so much for coming. It was great seeing you.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a great day.
See you back here in a couple weeks.
bye.